natural disasters, famine and food shortages, which in turn can lead to civil unrest. The United Nations is on the front lines when it comes to managing the disastrous effects from climate change. But when it comes to resolving the issue itself, the international organization appears to be taking a back seat. Climate change was Secretary General Ban Ki-moon's signature issue at last year's General Assembly.
Your Excellency.
But the UN summit that followed in Copenhagen failed to produce a binding global treaty to reduce carbon emissions. Some critics say the UN is toothless when it comes to finding consensus, much less enforcing policies. They blame the UN's method of negotiating, saying it was impossible to get all 192 member states to agree. This year, most of the action has been taking place on the sidelines of the General Assembly, at events like the Clinton Global Initiative, with a focus on how to encourage business to go green in the absence of new regulation.
Green jobs are real. You know, there's almost 1 million green jobs in the US. How do we make these sunrise industries grow faster? Because it's great for the economy, it's good for people, and it's good for the planet.
But the head of the UN Environment Program says the private sector cannot tackle the problem alone.
Business cannot move outside a regulatory framework, or at least it will not move towards a low-carbon economy if governments, both internationally and nationally, do not provide the right incentives. That is at the heart of trying to reach a climate deal.
Privately, however, the United Nations is questioning its own role in solving the climate change issue. These leaked internal documents acknowledge that there's no chance for a major agreement at the UN's next summit in Cancun come November, and while negotiations stall, the damage from climate change is accelerating. Kristen Salumi, Al Jazeera, the United Nations.